Hello everyone and welcome to this Radiant Energy Yin Yoga practice. In this video, I'll guide you through a full body sequence that's specifically designed to stretch the spine in all directions, awakening the powerful energies of the central channel. Welcome back to Devi Daily Yoga. This is day number 8 of the Yin Yoga Challenge. And for today's practice, for just the first pose, we'll use 2 yoga blocks, but you are welcome to improvise with items around your house. Other than that, any props you want to use, but you won't need them for the other poses. So let's go ahead and begin our Radiant Yin Yoga practice right now. We'll begin in supported fish using 2 blocks, one to support the back of the heart and one to support the back of the skull. I like to use the low height of my block for the back of the heart, but some people like the middle height, which will be a little more intense, and then the middle height of the block for the head, but you could go lower or you could go all the way up with the tallest height. So play around with it. Basically, if the heart is higher up, then it's going to be more intense. And when the head is lower down, it actually makes it more intense. So if you need less intensity, lift the head higher. And now I've got my legs in this butterfly. You could also choose to just extend the legs forward. Whichever position feels most wonderful to you right now is the right one. It's a wonderful heart-opening position. We'll take a deep breath into the heart. Open the mouth to exhale. Enjoying this opening of the thoracic spine, the middle spine, which is the most pesky part of the spine because it's held in place by the ribs. But when we can use props to help us sink into it in this way, we have a wonderful opportunity to soften this center of the body, center of the spine. Slow breathing now, in and out. And for the last few moments, option to take the arms up over the head and let them fall toward the ground above your head. It might feel good to hold opposite elbows. It might feel good to interlace the fingers and press the palms up and away. Let's find a deep breath in. And as you exhale, release the arms back down to your sides and slowly and carefully lift off of the blocks to come straight up into a seated position, soles of the feet together for butterfly pose. We'll come forward with the option to use the blocks under the forehead or under the forearms. Whatever combination of heights, you might need to bring your legs farther forward to make that work, or bring your legs closer in and have the blocks in front of the feet. Another way to use the blocks is to have support under the forearms, which can be a nice thing to do for a lot of poses, is to, if your elbows don't come to the floor, just having that little bit of contact can be quite nice. And no blocks is also always an option in butterfly. Feeling into this inner thigh stretch and this back stretch, spine stretch, sacrum. Allow your shoulders to relax and allow your head to relax. Slowly rise up and come into a seiza position using one of your blocks under your seat as an option. If you're comfortable sitting directly on your heels, then that's fine as well. Middle height or low height, and then nestle the feet right up next to the block. And we'll just take a little rebound here, feeling the spine after back bending in supported fish and then forward bending in butterfly. Now feel with the stillness of the spine that there is energy that continues to flow inside, the life force flowing inside. And slowly release and make your way forward to dragon with the blocks under your hands as a first option. Right leg forward in dragon. And second option is this supported dragon version where one or two blocks comes under the thigh. And the exact placement could be farther back right under the sitting bone, or it could be more supporting the muscle. And two blocks can be on top of each other for extra height if you are someone with longer legs in particular. Or if you have an extra block, you could use it under your left hand for support. Whichever variation of dragon you are choosing to settle into today, allow yourself to settle towards stillness. Allow your body to soften toward a place of ease. Slowly now release dragon. Place your blocks at the low height for downward dog. Hands on top of the blocks, step the legs back, walk the legs out, sway the hips side to side, getting some movement, some blood flow, and some energy flow back into the legs and hips. Good, let's slowly drop the knees back to the ground and step the left leg forward for dragon on the second side. Hands could be on the floor with no blocks, or hands on blocks, or left thigh on top of a block. Feeling the stretch in the front of the thigh and the deep hip flexors in front of the hip. Taking a deep breath in now and exhale to allow your body to deepen and soften. Slowly now release and return to downward dog. Option to use these blocks once again under the hands. And walk the legs, bending one knee at a time. And drop the knees now, taking it into child's pose. Option to keep the blocks here under the arms to get a little bit of an extra shoulder stretch. Resting. Slow, steady breaths. Bring it back up now. Make our way into sleeping swan pose with the left leg coming forward. Left knee sliding forward and turn on the shin. Settle the leg back. Option to come into deer as an alternative or figure four on the back. We'll come forward, finding the stretch in the left glutes. So you can wiggle around, change the angle of your front leg, change the angle of your torso till you feel a good and satisfying stretch in the left buttock. Option to use a block under your head. Option to use a block under your left hip. Settle in now. Take a deep breath into where you're feeling the stretch. And exhale. Slowly release the pose and slowly make your way back into hands and knees. And we'll bring the right knee forward. Turn the shin and settle down, this time targeting the right glutes. Taking your variation. And settling forward. Slowly release and slowly shift to a lying down position. And you might want to have a block nearby for where we're headed, or even 2 blocks. And simply lying down for a moment, not our final meditation yet, but just take a moment to feel the body after sleeping Swan and after everything we've done before it. Feel the energy moving through. And now we will bend the left knee in toward the chest and hug the fingertips around the knee, around the shin, and draw the leg in toward you. Take a deep breath in and exhale, lift your head up toward your knee. And now reach your left hand down, hold the foot, come into a full, or not a full, but a half happy baby pose, resting the head back down. And come into spinal twist now, the one-legged spinal twist. We're going to take this left foot on top of the right knee, scoot the hips to the left, and draw the knee across and over to the right. Your block options here are to have a block under your knee, and optionally another one under the foot. If you have a yoga bolster, that's another wonderful tool for the same purpose. So adjust and explore and experiment with props. Use no props if that's what your body likes best today. And then settle in to your position where you can surrender and let go into the wonderful power of gravity. Slowly release the twist and bring your body back to the center. Straighten out hips and shoulders. And draw the right knee in toward your chest. Interlace the fingers, shin or knee. Hug the knee in toward the chest. And inhale. Exhale, lift the head up toward the knee and reach the right hand down to hold the foot for half happy baby pose, resting the head back down. Now we will slowly take this into a twist, right foot on top of the left knee, scoot the hips to the right and cross the knee over to the opposite side with the option to use any block or prop support that you'd like. If you've been following this series day to day, you've seen several different variations of the spinal twist. The two-legged twist, the twisted roots, and this one-legged twist, and that's not all of them, but as I was saying, they are all different means to the same end, to twist your spine. So whichever twist, whichever options or modifications you've chosen, find your breath now. Deep inhale into the lungs and an exhale into the twist of your spine. Slowly release. Bring the leg back up to the center. And now is when you can choose whether to lie down in Savasana and finish out your practice there on your back, or come up with me to sit in meditation, either in a cross-legged position or a seiza position with a block under your seat, nestling the feet right up to the sides of the block and sitting up nice and tall. And the hands can fold inside the lap, inside of one another with the palms up. In this practice, as the energies of the spine have been stimulated and awakened with this variety of postures, can you now feel the energy flowing through the spine? And Radiance Sutras, verse number 12, talks more about these energies of the spine. There is a current of love energy that flows between earth below and sun above. The central channel of your spine is the riverbed. The streaming is as delicate and powerful as the tingling touch of lovers. Entering here, radiance arches between above and below. Your whole attention resting in the subtle, vibrating in the center of the spinal column, tracing this current between earth and sun, become magnetism, relating all the worlds. End of sutra. Breathe in now. Exhale. And continue to sit with these energies for as long as you'd like. We'll close the practice here. Namaste. I hope you feel amazingly peaceful and satisfied after this practice. If you feel you need to rest in stillness and quiet for a little longer, you might pause the video at this point. I want to thank you for practicing with Devi Daily Yoga. Be sure to move slowly and gently into the next part of your day. And if you liked this video, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel where I have over 200 Yin Yoga videos organized into helpful playlists. And if you're serious about deepening your knowledge of Yin Yoga, you might check out my online Yin Yoga teacher certification program. I also have a yoga membership site where my community of yogis follows a weekly calendar with me, and you can find links to these things in the description box below. This class has been part of the 30-day Yin Yoga Challenge, and if you haven't signed up for the challenge, you can sign up at challenge.devidaily.com. Starting on the day you sign up, you'll get daily emails with a direct link to the video of the day to help keep you on track with the program. And you'll also immediately receive a calendar along with a PDF guide for the program and a posture gallery. So I look forward to seeing you in the next one, and until then, I hope the rest of your day flows beautifully.